dicey in this battle. May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
Faurnde dara grimme derem da!
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Arriving in my mother's village. Dead rice. There are wild beasts around it, we must be careful. The guys Rad, the Red Spears know how to defend themselves, but we must be careful on the way there. This is where the spears of all past warriors are gathered. The branches are reclaimed by the tree, bringing strength to the village.
Do you want to trade?
Who do you think you are? By what right do you enter the home of our queen?
I am the emissary of the Congregation of Merchants. I have come to meet your leader.
Come now, Arwant, you are not a watchdog. Where is my mother?
Siora, I didn't see you. You have come too late. Your mother has gone to wage a war. They left for Didekid Nadageis only a few hours ago.
Oh no. We need to catch up with them. And avoid the shedding of blood. Please, haste.
Very well then. Let's be off.
In order to go towards the Degid Nadagis, we must follow the path leading toward the heights into the forest. Wait. You should go left here. It's a more difficult path, but it's much shorter.
Look at the tracks. They chose to take the path on the right, it would seem.
Before a battle, it makes sense that they wanted to avoid a path with more danger.
If it is dangerous, let's not risk braving it when time is against us.
We risk meeting a great many beasts. But if we follow the warriors, we risk catching up with them too late to sway them. I hope that we will not arrive too late by following this path. I fear for my mother and my sister. Iselt! You are too late, Siora. Mother has fallen, and we are defeated. No, no, no. This is not fair.
I am so sorry.
Who is this woman? She resembles one of us, but is dressed like a Renaigze. If only you had listened to me. She would be alive if we had taken the shortcut.
I'm the ambassador of the Congregation of Merchants. I am sorry for your loss.
The congregation? And what side are you on in this war? Those that massacre our people? Iselt, calm down. You know that Mother sent me to seek out allies. You show up when the fight was nearly over. Was this part of your plan? You know that these monsters are taking our own. They must make honorable amends.
We are taking no one, and we have answered the call of your sister, even if we arrive too late to be of use. At least take the time to hear me out. There has already been enough killing, and you are wounded. This is not the time to seek vengeance.
You have a gift for words, and you resemble us. But you are tainted like all the others. You are trying to turn me away from my duty to protect your allies. Stand aside.
No, you won't.
You want to arrest me? You will be the first to pay for these debts!
Come, Renaigze. You will pay for what your brother has done.
That's enough. Have you calmed down yet?
You defeated me, but that changes nothing. These monsters massacred my mother and my people. I will not allow this crime to go unpunished. Iselt, rather than fighting amongst ourselves, we should be tending to the wounded. You speak truly. I am too weak to fight, or to help you. I shall return to the village. Kwawalamseg, little sister. We must also find my mother. Her body, if she has passed on to death.
Look at all this horror. How do you hope?
Look for her banner. She carries the mark of our clan. This way. There is a survivor. Let's heal him. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors. Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors.
These ruins are very strange. By what name did you call this place again?
Dadida Keaton Nada Gaze. There was once a battle in the past. A great victory for our clans.
Strange indeed. These walls are completely foreign to the styles of your own dwellings. Does this name that you gave the ruins mean anything in particular?
Yes. It means ruins of the first Guardian.
I would like to dig around a little on the site. We might be able to unearth clues as to who actually built them.
You now have enough strength to return to the village. Find Arwand. He will take care of you. Over there. I think that man is still breathing. Let's make sure. You can walk now. Return to the village. We must make sure that there are no more survivors. Another warrior who survived. I do not think that we will find any more of them now. We healed them all, thanks to you. May the grass always be soft beneath your feet.
I beg of you, help me.
Still you dare to breathe. How can you hope that I am here to save you?
No,
What have you done with my mother?
pity, I beg of you. I don't want to die.
Then answer!
Siora! Stop! Look at yourself. You're acting like a beast.
A beast has far more majesty than these monsters who have traded their souls.
They have taken her. The Queen. They took her.
Then she must still be alive. They wouldn't have bothered to carry away a corpse.
She would have chosen death before capture. They must have wanted her alive. We must find her.
If your mother is in the hands of the bridge, they'd have taken her to their closest camp.
Promise me that we will do everything we can to bring her back. Look. There are some images on these walls.
Let's get close.
This is the first time I've seen these drawings so closely.
You have never come here. You certainly seem to know the place.
This site is sacred and taboo. Everyone knows where it is, but no one ever comes here. All these colors are so beautiful. I never would have imagined that they could create something so delicate.
Who are you talking about?
Of those who built these lodgings. That my ancestors vanquished in a past war.
You know who they were?
I only know the legend. The legend of Didakid and Nadaiges.
I'm listening.
It is said our people lived peacefully. Until the men appeared from the sea, intent on making our lands their own. They dug great caverns into the earth, ripped down our forests, destroying everything in their wake. They were evil. The warriors killed so many people that even their own people came to fear them. Here they built a terrible city that spewed out clouds of cinder and death. Our kings and queens were desperate. They went to the heart of our island, and the island heard them. From the woods appeared the first guardian. He was taller than a city, and with each step it smashed a lodging. It was a guardian of Rat, and the city could not resist him. Since then, the earth answers our call for magic, and in exchange, we become Almanawi, in keeping with the pacts our kings and queens once made.
It is a very sad and terrible legend. I wonder who these people from the sea could have been. A people from the continent, no doubt. Our Malachor might well be the cursed result of that war from another age. We have nothing more nor anyone else to find here. I must report all we've learned to Constantine. I need a bit of practice.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
You don't appear to be in top form. Are house intrigues keeping you from finding proper sleep?
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
I would like, if you would allow me the honor, to introduce Bishop Petrus, emissary of Ptolemy.
Your Highness, may the light warm you in its holy embrace.
Enchanted to meet you, my father.
I've come here to present respects from Ptolemy, and best wishes from the Mother Cardinal.
She has my most sincere thanks. But before speaking further, I would like to discuss matters with my cousin, if you would be so kind.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I am certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nauts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. But I don't miss them. My father's next letter will certainly be full. As for my mother, you know her. She's probably too busy planning her next assassination.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Good day, Lady Morange. Do you remember me?
Of course. Lady de Sardet, isn't it? I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it here. But I have little reason to believe you have paid me a visit to exchange civilities. Can I be of service?
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagais.
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
We can't be far from the ruins Lady Morange advised us to visit.
sir, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for D alcohol.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out? Does your best build to last year's version?
I need a bit of practice.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you. Have you seen anything to your... Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything?
Have you reconsidered? Are you ready to help me?
I'm sorry, but I have not changed my mind. It's far too dangerous.
And what if I gave you money to pay for it? If the plan fails, you only have to give them that money. They have no interest in getting rid of those who earned them so much.
You are not wrong. Very well. I will do what you ask of me. But for God's sake, when they threaten me, intervene right away.
Fear not. We will not let them harm you. When should they be returning?
It's hard to predict. Given their habits, I would say... in 2 days, maybe?
Perfect. I will not fail you.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Found the Dara Grimmeterum down! Look, up there. This is Deirdre, the ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
Good grief. These are some unusual customers.
The entrance to Qualosone is here. The people of the village might be able to teach us a...
Good day. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the ruins on the plateau?
You aren't the first to ask me about them, but the answer is still the same. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I wouldn't want to, but I've never been there. There must have been a path once upon a time, but it's no longer there. Maybe it collapsed. Some say that you have to pass through the mines to get there. A few of the tunnels do climb. It's certainly possible, I would say. But those tunnels are all closed, and we have better things to do. The iron ore, it doesn't come out of the ground by itself. Do you need anything else?
I'm headed out. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Excellency, it is an honor. I hope that you're... I'm late. I'm terribly sorry, Your Excellency.
Hello, Your Excellency. Please express my most sincere admiration to your cousin. He's such a handsome man.
Good day, Your Excellency. Ah, this island is incredible. There are so many wonderful things. Thanks to our city, the congregation can hold its head up high again.
Good day. What can I do for you?
Tell me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. It takes little effort to unearth, seeing as how there aren't that many of us. But the time will come when...
Hello. You lost?
No.
It's just that we rarely...
What can you tell me about the ruins that...
Not a great deal. There were some officials, but when they saw they could, there must have been a path that caved. Anything else?
What can you tell me about the mine?
It's ancient work, even if it is strange we're trying to restore. But the tunnels are very old. We did explore if... Anything else?
If I'm right, this hamlet is home only to miners.
Yeah, for the time being, we've only been... Hopefully. Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again. There has to be a way to open this gate. We should look around.
The door is blocked. The mechanism that controls it is complex. And as would be expected, it is missing a part. The door is blocked. The mechanism that controls it is complex. And as would be expected, it is missing.
What can I do for you, my child?
I will see you later, Father.
Take...
Honor Manawi. My mother is still held in this. I must do it. So will you come?
We will do everything we can to free her. Let's go.
Hello, you lost?
No.
It's just so we rarely...
Is there any way you know of to make the lock mechanism blocking off the old tunnels work again?
How do you think I would know? If all the pieces are still in it, I would say yes. If not, it'll need repairing. Perhaps some of the parts. I believe I remember we found an old sketch of this mechanism. Let me see. This is the one. Take it. If a piece is missing or broken, you should be able to replace it easily using this sketch.
Thank you very much. This certainly looks...
And if you don't know how to craft whatever you're missing, you can always... The pieces seem to be... Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
Until we meet again.
Beautiful day, don't you think, Your Excellency?
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! May the battle engulf our enemy! Protect me in this battle!
These are some unusual customers. Greetings, milady. It's a real pleasure to have a customer such as yourself. How may I help you?
I imagine that your customers are mostly miners.
Yes. For this reason, I mostly sell supplies and tools. But as you can see, I have some other riches. I'm sure that...
I imagine that your customers are mostly miners.
Yes. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Hello. You lost?
No.
It's just so we rarely get...
Is there any way you know of to make the lock mechanism blocking off the...
How do you think I would know? If all the pieces are still in it. If not, it'll need repairing. And if you don't know how to craft whatever you're missing, you can always go and see them. The pieces seem to be... Anything else?
I'll leave you to it then.
You did it. The gate is open now.
the enlightened protect me in this battle!
Finally, here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
These buildings are similar to those of the Keed and Nadaiges. They must have been built by the legendary peoples of the sea.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! protect me in this battle! Maybe enlighten protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies! Our enemies!
This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nauts, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape. The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to make out the name of the author. Let's continue our search. We must discover which nation was here. This seal. I know the insignia, even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
A seal? A coat of arms? What is it? A clan banner of some kind?
Yes, something like that. This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal. I think the information is pointing to something. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same direction. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives. They were us.
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turn to you to help us against the Bridge Alliance. I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors. But this story is known.
I know this will not help our relations with your people. That is certain. This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is going to be furious when he learns this.
Cousin! You have returned. How did things go?
You don't look well. What's happened?
Nothing. Nothing.
It seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long.
No one is poisoning me, fair cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Take my word. Now then, what do you have to tell?
We had a talk with Lady Morange, and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The Congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret. How he must despise me.
Constantine.
We have other more immediate matters at hand. Have you met the island governors? Did they speak of their discoveries concerning the Malachor?
No, I have not as of yet been able to carry out that mission.
I know I have put a great deal on your plate, but this mission is of the highest importance, cousin.
I'll get right to it. Have no further concerns.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat... Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything?
So, did they take the bait?
No, not yet. It's strange. Usually they pass by regularly. But I have to admit, I'm afraid, Your Excellency.
Don't worry. I'll be around.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine. Closer, good people. The cure and
You'll find all you need in ours. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you seen anything to...
So, did they take the bait?
Yes, Your Excellency. And I am very happy to see you. One of them came to the shop yesterday. He gave me 24 hours to raise the money required, which means that the entire gang could appear any minute now.
Perfect. I'll hide and wait for their arrival. And rest assured, I will not let them go.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Your Excellency, such
Are
elegance.
your boots
You
worn
really are honouring
through?
your uncle.
Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's version?
I hope you have what we're looking for, my good friend. Our man with the silver coin is not known for his patience.
Well, I moved heaven and earth to collect the sum, but alas, I ran out of time.
More fool you if you think Egon will be satisfied with your sorry excuses. You know what happens to those who refuse to pay.
Leave this man alone at once. You're under arrest.
We'll see about that. And who will stop us? We are the guard.
You're nothing but bandits in disguise. Yield without a fuss, and you'll have the right to a trial.
Really? And then it'll be the gallows. Do you think we're pushovers?
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
I'm eternally grateful, Your Excellency. You saved my trade. And my life.
Stay alert. Their leader was obviously not present.
I heard about the man with the silver coin, but this is the first time they told me his name.
If they let it escape, it was only because they were thinking of killing you.
I beg you, find this Egon and stop him. None of us will be safe as long as he's free.
Don't worry. I don't intend to let him go.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion?
We must find this Egon. At the barracks, perhaps.
The man with the silver coin is probably a better clue than this name, which is probably false anyway.
Worn through? Is your hat out of style? Does your vest belong to last year's fashion? Welcome! It's such a pleasure. Have you seen anything? you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people.
So, men, how's it going?
Everything's fine, Lieutenant.
Nothing to report? All our friends are quiet?
Perfectly quiet. As soon as they hear about a silver coin, they start trembling.
Good. It would be a shame to have to make another example of them, right?
Oh, there's no need, Lieutenant. They've been as sweet as lambs since Renault's accident.
Accidents happen so quickly. I'm waiting for another delivery today. Have you...
No, they must have stopped at the tavern on the...
I hope those idiots aren't.
No one would dare do that to you,
I hope not. Well, I'll have to... Well, I'll lead you.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
There is no doubt. Here is our man. Let's follow him discreetly.
Who are you? You're following me?
Indeed. We would like to talk to you about the silver coin. Egon. It's now or never.
So, men, how's it going?
Everything's fine.
Nothing to report?
Perfectly
Good.
Oh, there's no...
Accidents? I'm waiting for it.
No, they...
I hope those...
No one would dare...
I hope not. Well, I'll...
Farewell, Lieutenant.
There is no doubt. Here is our man. Let's follow him discreetly.
Who are you? You're following me?
Indeed. We would like to talk to you about the silver coin. Egon. It's now or never.
Egon? You must be mistaken. I don't know anyone by that name.
Don't take us for fools. We heard you speak with your men.
I don't know what you've heard, but you're wrong. I'm not Egon.
Regardless, you were implicated in a murder and in the extortion of merchants. You are therefore under arrest. And we will finish by having you tell us who Egon is and where to find him.
Oh yes, we'll see about that.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
「こんにちはニコニコ私は参集しました」「なかなか評価されない作品ですが、私は大好きです」
So, have you finally decided to follow us?
So you can torture me. You can do whatever you want. I'll not tell you anything. I don't know who Egon is. I'm just a middleman. You're wasting your time.
You must know more than you're willing to say. Come on!
I'd rather die.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle!
The silver coin. His symbol of recognition. I have to show it to Manfred.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I conducted my investigation on the extortion organized by certain members of the Guard. I think I've put an end to it, at least temporarily. Unfortunately, I had to kill some of them, as they were about to attack a merchant. But there are still some other soldiers involved that I should tell you about.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will have these men arrested immediately. These foolish brutes not only harm your merchants, but the entire reputation of the Guard. But you said you've only put an end to it temporarily. What makes you think this criminality might resume?
Their leader is still on the loose. They call him Egon, although I doubt it's his real name. I got hold of one of his lieutenants. He was carrying a silver coin, which seems to be a symbol of recognition between the gang members. But the man preferred to die rather than tell us anything about his leader.
Loyalty? Or terror?
Terror, I fear. From the merchants to the guards, everyone seems to tremble in front of this Egon.
I don't know any guard of that name. But as you said, it's probably a pseudonym. Here, Your Excellency. Take this. On behalf of the Guard, to thank you for settling this case. And rest assured that I will conduct a thorough investigation on my side. I'll also make sure that in future the City Guard is made up only of men of trust.
Thank you. I will return to see how your investigation is going. I don't take this matter lightly.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Greetings, madam. Aren't you our governor's cousin?
Hello, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, I'm very sorry, but I can't let you in. For safety reasons, people from Thélème are not tolerated at the palace. Do you
Yes, of course. I'm so dangerous that I could attack the palace all by myself.
Desarde, I have a
Very well.
Do you remember?
Of course.
Well, I don't know. When I was born, I must have been a mystery if I were patient. But since...
And you want me to help you?
You understand, correct? Mine must be... But if... However, we'll talk about it. Did you want anything else?
You seem to be mad at me. I can't blame you.
You have? I hope you can forget. Did you want anything else?
How did you become an...
As you... I was given to... I think I was... I took my first... Did you want any...
I must leave you.
Greenblood.
I'm listening.
A recruit. I've been... I would like...
My opinion?
Ever since... But I have...
I see.
Precisely. I can... We'll see to this... Anything else?
What is your duty as Mar...
What was, in truth, without... You have to be always... Anything else?
Tell me about your family.
Yes. A prostitute. She may be the... As soon as I could... Anything else?
I must leave you. Your Excellence, it is an honor to meet you. Allow me to present my sincerest regards in the name of the Congregation of Merchants.
And allow me to wish you and your cousin a warm welcome to the island, in the hopes that this visit will help prolong the profitable relations between our two nations.
Likewise. Nevertheless, another question brings me. The Malachor. The Prince d'Orsay hopes that these new shores will bring us new possibilities, even a remedy.
It is an area that concerns us greatly, but be assured we are studying it acutely. Our doctors and alchemists are particularly interested in the flora of the Isle. It's extremely varied and different from our own. In fact, we have sent a group of explorers into a very promising sector. Alas, we've had no news from them for quite some time now. We are hoping that nothing has happened. We would have sent a patrol to investigate, but we cruelly lack the means to do so. The natives have proven aggressive, even hostile to our studies, and have attacked us regularly.
You asked the question why. You steal our lands, gouging the earth in sacred places. And now our people are disappearing. It's enough to drive one to unsheath a blade. Do you not agree?
She is not wrong, Your Excellence. The acts of your own people have brought this aggression down upon you.
I should have guessed that those birthmarks you share would make you sympathetic to their cause. I was hoping diplomacy would prevail. I have overestimated your skills in the matter. As I was saying, we are obligated to maintain all of our able-bodied men here in order to protect the city. But we would be happy to share with you the results of our research if...
Your Excellency.
This insolent interruption is untimely and unwelcome.
I deeply regret, Excellency, but one of our frontier posts has just suffered a brutal attack.
Report then, and be precise.
The natives attacked us by surprise. Our men were massacred. Our frontier post is lost.
One more act of barbarity. Dismissed, soldier. Where was I? Yes, we would be most pleased to share our discoveries with our allies if your cousin would send us a party to help us find our lost expedition. I could show you to which region they were sent.
I thank you for the information and will let him know.
If you are of a mind to accord me another request, I would be truly grateful.
I'm listening.
As you have not failed to observe, our troops, as well as our caravans, have been suffering incessant attacks. The merchants, including your own, are raided, often killed, and certain goods have become scarce. Captain Rainhild, who commands our outpost in the plains, has communicated his incapacity to protect them, considering that certain of your own fellow countrymen are involved.
You would like me to lend a hand? I will see what I can do, Your Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
Could you tell me a little about your city?
Hikmet is the oldest city on the island. We began construction of its first buildings 15 years ago, shortly after the discovery of the island. A magnificent city, where the great minds of the time were united in a common goal. Here you could find the best doctors, the greatest engineers, and the most eminent savants. In everyone's eyes, this island has great promise, and Hikmet is the city that allows us to make good on that promise.
And what of this conflict with Thélème on Tir Frédí?
Officially, we are at war, but we have never waged war openly here. Of course, we did not rejoice when they set up camp on the Isle, and we expected the worst. But it seems that their only concern is to convert the natives into believing their ridiculous teachings. They represent no true danger to us. At least, not for the time being. And to be frank, we have plenty of other concerns that demand our attention.
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lady.
My fair cousin! Come closer and tell me what brings you...
I have been to the neighboring cities, as you asked of me.
Tell me then. Was your journey adventurous?
Well, I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information.
I would not have allowed anything bad to happen to him, Your Highness.
Oh, it's just us here, Kurt. Why not continue to call me by my given name? Carry on with your story, cousin. I'm impatient to know what secrets our illustrious neighbors have discovered.
The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing, and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be the result of a curse.
A curse cast by a demon. An evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire need of your help. Our Inquisitors are hardly diplomats and... But I should let you finish, my daughter.
They have started their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place, but they are unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets, and Taleme hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Taleme and their inquisitors... We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful. I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on her investigation.
Very well, then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my daughter.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine. I will take care of all matters at hand.
I've been thinking about this story of the ruins, about the secret of my father. I want to discover what he is hiding. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the answers we require. The congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You're thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed at the captainry surely is. Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn the final chapter of this story.
Very well.
Anything else?
Are you liking your new role as a governor? How...
I received most of them. I would love. I have so many...
How are relations with our allies?
Oh, so that they... Taleme wants to They're a bunch of old fox. The only thing they really want.
Any news of your parents?
No. With my father's next... As for my mother, she's probably too...
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constance.
Look out for yourself.
closer, good people. The cure is... You'll find all you need.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island. Ruins that, after careful scrutiny, were built by the congregation. In one of them, we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions. Questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the Pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the Pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Come closer, good people. The cure is mine.
Locked.
My child, I'm happy that you are here. I've had an idea.
Please do.
I fear
What do you have in mind?
diplomacy, if we had the means to action more personal.
How could we ever find anything?
Everyone has nasty little secrets, my child. It's our task to discover.
It is a very good idea. But alas,
I understand. Come and find.
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was...
The Naughts are nothing.
Effectively. And she advised me to speak...
I believe a few of our zealous... They look with a wary eye. It is possible we will need to speak with...
What was your role at my uncle's court? Were you...
No. Taleme was hoping... I tried to teach you that you were so young.
What was your role at my uncle's court?
No. Taleme was hoping... I tried to teach you some of that you were so young.
I will see you later, Father.
Take care, my...
Greetings! So...
Thanks, but I'd rather walk.
Hello, milady. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port command.
Your admiral informed me that...
Problems? One of those... Then two of my... I wanted to ask... The game's a full question?
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
The Nauts like to be secretive, just like us. Guilds always are. But that does not make them heretics or poisonous. Now, these priests are exaggerating.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you.
I'm listening. Is that so?
We did, but this island was where some time ago we chose this place as it is a home to a as you can imagine, all the more so because...
An extraordinary discovery.
I see you under... Alas, these tablets... I know that you are... That is why I was hoping...
I suppose I could go...
Marvelous. May the Enlightened...
What do you want from me, my...
Lady de Sardet.
Ah, I am Bishop de...
I believe you have a few problems.
We have problems. They are very secret sorcery, and to top it all...
Whatever do you mean?
Have you ever once the only lot... I am certain that we...
Very well.
Anything else?
Good day. I am looking for
Sorry, you should ask. They must have searched. Especially.
And what do these maids...
They wear
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the port. Especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Naught's secrets. Good day. I'm looking for two. Do you know anything about?
Why? 3 or he was telling he went outside and well, no.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that's where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here. We're approaching the tavern.
If we're discreet, we should be able to eavesdrop on a conversation.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seem to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Naughts were
You are mistaken.
I'd advise you seriously to change tone and tell us all that you know. You wouldn't want to suffer a humiliating defeat now, would you?
I do not appreciate this attempt at intimidation. These Naughts were arrested.
It wasn't a sanctioned...
No. But as soon as...
Of course.
The Coin Guard has... We do not normally like...
These Inquisitors really do not realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he's...
That hardly surprises me.
That bishop... He suspects you to...
Responsible?
Through your magic.
I have nothing more to say. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naughts' secrets. But the documents at the Harbour Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet. This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way, we'll know exactly what the Nauts are hiding from us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
A feast for the eyes, ladies and gentlemen.
May the Enlightened bless you.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Do not forget that there is only one song that can make us change our minds, Greenblood.
Played with golden notes.
You said it. Or songs of steel. They also open doors.
And if I gave you this so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horror. I was of the firm belief that they would... But you must make haste.
They spoke of a great... I heard them talking about their head court. Thank you again for freeing us.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we don't discover anything reprehensible, we'll have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
Halt! These buildings are the property of Norts. No one is authorized to enter.
said and done.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars. Nothing magic or impure therein. They are nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side. And that, it looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather? These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here, nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I have definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the better of him. Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the
What is this about, Domitian?
Well...
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears, according to him, they would also be implicated.
That is an extreme...
Effectively, considering the act. But these suspicions... The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained. There were neither idols, nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I got wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father. and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and imprison every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Have a nice day, madam.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies, we transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Freddy was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful. The losses were enormous. The humiliation devastating. Your princes may continue to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a name.
Child of...
I understand. In the end, the congregation. I am... Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we... I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go see him.
I understand you may be sad because you have loved him. But do not be sad about who you are. We are a proud people. And I am glad to know that you are one of us.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the...
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me! Constantine, stay with me! Constantine! There is a chance he is in error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No. No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother. And the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't...
Constantine, I am here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that cannot be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story. Believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother was captured from here during one of them. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
your fair cousin. No. All the lies that we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told I am the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my fair cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is... What's going on? Is there something wrong?
Coin guards! The time has come.
But... what is this?
Ready arms.
Kurt, what are you doing?
Aim!
Stop that, soldiers! Lower your weapons, now!
Sorry, Greenblood.
Fight with honor.
On guard. I said draw! Wait!
Speak! Why did you betray us?
Our commander figured out that we could easily take control of this island. You rely so heavily on our protection. You are so dependent. So naive. All the governors will suffer the same attacks if they haven't already. Your problems are far from over, Greenblood. The commander is there on the docks with all his lieutenants. I failed, but they will certainly succeed. Here, or elsewhere on the island. Not every governor has a cousin that I trained personally for combat.
It's over. You were defeated. You have no honor.
I agree with you. But I did train you well. At least there's that.
The student surpasses the master, and you cannot bear it.
You are wrong. I am proud of you. Truly.
Thank you. You saved us all.
The nerve of them.
What else was there to expect from employing coin-fed mercenaries? All that liberty, so close to power, went to their heads. It would have happened sooner or later. They could have been preparing this sort of coup for years.
Without wanting to rush you, bantering about the dangers of according one's trust to a sellsword is appropriate, but...
You were right. It's time for action. We need to get you somewhere safe, Constantine.
Those are my advisors that you must protect. Me, I want to...
To join in? Look at your condition. It's out of the question. We are taking you somewhere safe.
As you've left me no choice. There is a hiding place in the cellar.
We will take care of your advisors after that.
And we should make these conger eels pay for their treachery.
And attempt to stop the coups in other cities.
Then we have no time to lose. Let us be gone.
These traitors will not be shaken by Kurt's death for very long. They are most likely gathering as we speak to prevent us from accessing the cellar.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight. We must hurry, before the guard can act.